Page 14, follow the leader. 2/4 time, no sharps or flats, we're in the key of C major. Let's just go through and make sure we got the fingerings and the rhythms. And we'll start with the right hand, and for now I'm just going to connect everything as best I can. So it's here, 1, 2, 1 and 2, and then 5th finger. And then reach up to the octave again, do that again. Second finger, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then measure 19, you're here, 1, 3, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then 1, 2, and then 2, 4. Do a 3 here with 3, 1 for the B flat. Now if your fingers are really fat and that doesn't work, then we have to change this fingering. So this is for measures 20, 25 and 26. So I don't know why in this, at least in this book that I have, they give you measure numbers on page 14 at the beginning of each line, but then on page 15 there's no measure numbers here. So I would suggest you go through and put in measure numbers at the beginning of each line. I've done that in this copy. Hopefully I've numbered them correctly, because in the first line I put a 24, that's measure 24. In the second line I put a 29, that's measure 29, I hope. In the third line it's a 35, in the fourth line it's a 41, and the last line it's a 47. That's the numbers that, at least those are the measure numbers I'm going to be referring to. So if I miscounted, sorry, but that's what it, so in measures 25 and 26, which would be the second and third measure of the first line, instead of the 3, 5 here, we do a 3 and then a 1, 4 here, and then a 2, 3. And you can do it, you can just keep the thumb on the C. This is used a lot in piano, so you can do 1, 4 is on the CE. This way you don't have to put your hand up here if you don't want to. Then going on after the reverse repeat sign, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Now they're saying a measure 29, or the first measure, the second line, the fourth finger. Come to, the last note in measure 29 needs to be with fourth finger. The other notes you can play with any fingers you want. So I'm suggesting you start with second, and maybe you can do all of them, the first 3 with second, and then fourth finger if you want. It's up to you which one. Just make sure the last F in that measure is with fourth finger. That way you're in position to go on. And then 2, 4. And then going on, you're back to what you were doing at the beginning. Left hand, start with the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's an F chord. It's a 1 sus 4 chord. Second line, this will be about measure 9. You're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then measure 12, it's a 5, 2. And then going on, it's an F chord, and then here, and then here. And measure 18, I suggest you finger that a 3, 2, 1, because we just came off of G, and if I take all 4 of those notes, that's the chord, it's a C chord. And that's the fingering for it. So just 3, 2, 1. And then going on, those 4 notes together. There. This is measures 21, 22. Those 4 notes, that's a C chord. Fourth finger on the E. It's like a broken chord. And then you have a measure wrist. For measure 24, you can use thumb if you want. Use second finger if you want. Just stay out of the way of the right hand, because it's using these notes. And then second finger, or fifth finger, some finger on it. Going on. They're saying 2, 4, 1, and then here, if you have fat fingers that doesn't work. You got to do a 5, 4, 2. Here, I'll leave that up to you how you finger those. It's a C sharp E. And then going on, measure 29 is 1, 2, 3. What I do for measure 29 and 30 and going is here, and then I I use the fourth finger here, and then I do a 2-1 here, and then again a 3-2-1 on the C. Put the hands together. Going on. Never mind what it sounds like. Those are the notes written. I didn't do it. And then going on. Watch out there on the measure 28. It's here. Changed in the right hand, not the left. You work out a fingering that works for you. Just keep in mind this is a kind of a quick little piece, not really fast, but it's a quick little piece. And once you can get the fingering and the hands working together, now let's go back and put in these slurs and staccatos and things. Just down, up, but don't play the second note real short. No, it's not a staccato, it's just lift up. Now I'm a little confused about the way this is written, because in the right hand you just get a 2-note slur. That just means you lift up between the slurs. It doesn't mean it's necessarily a short staccato. But in the left hand you have a staccato, a short staccato. Nice wrist. So my inclination there, or my tendency, or what I want to do here is I want to play both hands the same. So if I'm going to play the left hand staccato, I'm going to play the right hand staccato. That's not what's written, but when you interpret music, you're not necessarily playing exactly what's written. You're playing close to it. Before we get into interpreting it, though, we need to play what's written if we can, and that would be a here and a staccato here. See those 2 neutral lines? This is measure 9. 2 neutral. Connect on that. Linger on that. Don't cut that short. There at measure 17 and 18, connect both hands here. All together with the fingers. And then here on measure 19, it's a wrist staccato here. And then you got these tenuto lines on the quarter notes. Connect them as best you can. We want that contrast between the staccatos, or between the shorter notes and the longer notes. There is some little contrast in there, and I'm not familiar enough with this piece to know or not, but if you'll notice at the end of the page on page 14, those have staccatos on them. Well, I don't know if maybe they meant to have staccatos on the measures 19 and 20 also. I don't know. Maybe they just accidentally left them off. You have to check into it, but they're not written. Otherwise, you're going to separate them anyway because they're repeated notes, but they wouldn't be short. And then short. Well, in my mind, you're just going to play them all the same. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. If just wrist staccato here. Don't come way up, just a little bit. And then connect them. Measure 28. Hang on to that, and then go on staccato. And the slur. And this tenuto, connect them. Now some people treat tenutos like a bit of a stress. I don't know if you can experiment with that. If you want to put a little stress on them, that's up fine. I don't like it that much, but I'll leave that up to you. So put in the slurs of the staccatos, good luck with that, and then the dynamics. This is for the right hand here. Moderately loud at the beginning, whatever you think sort of loud is. Keep the left hand in the background. Then you're going to echo that softly. Back up to moderately loud. Soft. Moderately loud. Soft. Stay soft. Now there's a polka ritardato there too, so you slow down just a little bit. And then a little faster means a little faster than you were going, I think, at the beginning, which makes an allegro really. And this is loud here in the right hand. And I tend to want to put just a slight crescendo on those. So if you go to here, rather than they just sit there and do that. Yuck. So just feel a slight, like you're going to the quarter note. Now, at the reverse repeat sign, you're soft here. I'd play that a little louder, just because it has more notes. Technically, it's on the soft side there. And then at the tempo 1, you're soft like you. And when you get down to measure 41, you're soft. Very soft. That means the left hand's really soft. Back up to soft. Very soft. And then very soft. Speed-wise, well, allegrettos, it's between moderato and allegro, somewhere in there. It's kind of a fun speed to me. It's a... But it has to be accurate, so it's up to you on your allegretto. And when you get down to the bottom, measure 19, I think it means go faster than you were at the beginning. Because if you look at measure 33, you get a tempo 1. Tempo 1 means to go the speed you were going at the beginning. Your first tempo, take that. That's tempo 1. So that would mean measure 19 is faster than, more like allegro. But not maybe a full, you just speed up a little bit, a little faster. Whatever that means, I don't know. But measure 18 is... And then you back to what you're, and you stay at that speed until you get to the bottom, and the half notes you slow down here. Calm down a little bit, huh? Now they've added pedal at the bottom, and the reason is because we want it legato, and we can't do it legato or connected without the pedal helping us out, and that's really the only reason. Although it also is nice because you're slowing down and those half notes last longer. A person has time to hear them longer, so it's nice to color them, add overtones to them. So it's here. Here. So it'd be a legato pedal throughout on those 4 measures. Don't pedal anything else though. caution you at the end. The last chord you play, hold it down for 4 counts and that's it. There's no fermata there, so just 4 counts and that's it. And that's because it's tied. There's 2 half notes there. I like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. I will do the repeats though. So let's try that. I'll give us 2 counts because it's in 2/4 time. Now let's just try it slowly together. Ready, go. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 2. Repeat. Rest. Three, two, one, two, tie, 2 off.